Rebound, loops it far up court for George, who catches it, turns around, shoots, and he got it! He hit it! He hit the shot! And the Huskies have won it! The Huskies have won it!
What a great play, and perhaps the only thing greater than the play itself was the call of the play. The man who made that call, Bob Heussler, joining us tonight on Sports Edge. Bob, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
It is a pleasure to be here. I don't know if I had that same kind of energy left in me.
I think you do. If you don't remember Bob from that, Bob is the play-by-play voice of Fairfield basketball, the Connecticut Sun, and you also hear him as well on WFAN radio. They call you Mr. Met because you're such a Met fan, but you're right in the mix there at FAN for all that goes on in the Tri-State News sports stuff.
Yeah, if you do what we do and what I do, there's no better place to be than all sports radio. And luckily, I've been there for over 20 years now, which is a fortunate run in radio. In radio, the chairs tend to be the musical chairs, right? Yeah. So I'm happy to have been there that long, and it's it's one of those jobs where it's a cliche, but you're not really working. I'm fooling everybody here.
And for people who don't know, you live in the greater New Haven area, so that's not an easy commute to work every day.
No, that's the give back. That is the give back. I've lived in Hamden since 1983. Raised my family in Hamden, and I'm still there. There are pluses and minuses, but I still like the idea of waking up in the morning, looking out in the backyard, at a yard, as opposed to living, say, in the city. There are a lot of advantages to still being here in the Hamden, New Haven area.
Well, getting back to your UConn days, working back then, calling obviously one of the most famous shots in college basketball history, did you ever envision what UConn would turn into?
No, but I knew they were on their way to doing some pretty great things under Jim Calhoun. That season was, now known as the dream season.
Right.
And there were things that you saw. And I had the benefit of having seen Calhoun's Northeastern teams, for quite a few years. So you realized this was a coach who knew what he was doing. And then you saw the things he was doing with Connecticut. And then that season, everything came together, and you said, maybe this is the foundation of what can be something great. 4 championships, I'd be lying if I said that we'd be here in 2014 talking about the 4th.